Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Alternativa. Last time we met Richard, and apparently we're in the future and he got fired from work, so we decided to go home. And we got home, we met Richard's roommate Andy, and he said he was going to go back to try and find more work and fight the androids, or try to get past them. And we said that we will try to talk to some guy called Tom to try and find the resistance, which is pretty odd. So now we should go and find out who Tom is. So let's go. So this is outside your apartment now. There's a wrecked car. I wonder if there's anything useful to do with a wrecked car.
This used to be a hit. Times just change. I'm not going to take a ride in that.
There's garbage.
Garbage and mess. Since the cleaning robot stopped working, it's been horrific.
Ew.
I don't think I can find anything useful in here.
There's a street behind the house, but there's also a bar here. Let's try the bar first. Let's see if there's anybody in here. The lights are on, so there should be. And there's two people in here. And Tom seems to be the bartender.
You don't have to say anything. Rumors spread fast.
I'm a dead man. And who told you anyway?
You know, I have my sources. But that's none of your business. Why did you make such a fuss about it all? It's gonna get you into trouble.
And what would you do? Would you just give them your card? You taught me otherwise, remember?
Yeah, that's true. But I also told you that a turtle always hides inside its shell when things heat up. And maybe that's what you should do, boy. Instead of arguing and fighting.
Perhaps he's right. But this being an adventure game, I doubt we're just gonna go back to our room and sleep. So let's ask Tom what he would do.
What would you do in my position?
Well, I sure as hell wouldn't go nuts like you. There's a solution for every situation. Some are better, some worse. If you give me a while, maybe I'll think something up.
And what?
Come on, don't I tell you all the time not to stick your nose where it doesn't belong?
Maybe you should tell him that Andy left to talk to the androids?
Andy went out somewhere. He wants to try to fool the androids or something.
I've always known he's crazy as a loon. If he's not dead already, he will be soon. At the very least, he'll get imprisoned. Why, at least he's not gonna bother you and spoil your life anymore.
Come on, Tom.
You're right.
Can't something be...
Can't. I would do anything for you. Your parents wouldn't forgive me for doing otherwise. Your father helped me many times, and you're like a son to me. But that little shit doesn't deserve anything other than this mess. Just don't try to help him. You're not in a position to negotiate. And if you try something, you'll end up worse than him.
Let's ask him about the resistance then, as that is what we fought to do originally. So...
I know you know the resistance activists.
Son, your parents left you in my care. But they didn't say a word about me sending you to your death. And you won't hear a word from me about that until your dad rises from his grave and tells me I should tell you.
Try to persuade him. Let's try and persuade him to tell us.
Please, Tom. The Resistance is my last hope.
Stop. I'm done with this topic forever.
Okay, it seems like we've stopped talking to him now. Anything else in here? A drunk guy who looks pretty beat up about something. Yeah, you run, by the way. You walk normally, but if you hold down the button, you run. I guess I should just put that. A jukebox.
Great old thing. You can even download music from it.
Cool.
It's partially broken, so it can't be controlled directly. It's an old model without voice control.
I see. Where did we see music before? Huh. PDA, huh? They had a music section on it. Let's see if we can download some music.
It's not going to happen. I don't know what to do.
That's odd. Cool. And we found some music. Pretty cool. And to listen to the whole track, buy the game yourself. Because I'm not going to sit there for a few minutes and listen to music. We need to get on and find the Resistance. Okay, so there's a back room here.
I don't need anything in here. I don't need anything in here.
That's one. Let's talk to Tom again.
Tom is my only family, although we're not really related. He raised me after the death of my parents.
Seems you're some sort of orphan. Let's try talking to him again.
Tom.
What's up with that girl? What girl?
I saw a young lady leaving this place some time ago. Did you have a great time?
When?
Several days ago. She's quite tall, well-developed, young.
Shut up. You know nothing. You've never seen her. Got it?
Yeah, sure.
That's better.
Wow, that guy is pretty defensive about his booty calls. Let's ask him how business is.
What about your business? Isn't it going well?
Did Andy tell you to ask these silly questions? You know for yourself how great I do. How many people in the slums can afford to buy a drink? I'll answer myself. 1. And there are about 300 people living in the neighborhood. That's not much, is it?
So why did you set up the bar then?
How many times have I told you already? It was in different times. The business was going well then. But then the state enforced new reforms for cities and citizens. Proclaimed reform politics. And the business went to hell.
Parents probably didn't want it this way. Let's try
My
that.
parents surely didn't imagine this. This whole situation. And these times.
Your parents didn't imagine a lot of things. And this was one of them. And most of all, they didn't expect you were going to be raised by a fellow like me.
You've been a good teacher to me.
Your mother would think otherwise.
Let's try and ask him about the Resistance again. Mention the father. Set an example. Let's try setting an example.
If you stood above an abyss, people with knives were running after you and wanted to torture you, would you wait for them?
I know where you're heading, but
Answer me, please.
I would jump.
But why? We'll see. I'm gonna try.
You see?
Yes, I'm a dead man. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna pull you down with me.
Ah.
Tom.
Let's try talking again. Start about the business. Mention the father.
My father surely wouldn't want me to...
Your father wouldn't want many things. And do you know which one the most? For you to die, boy. He really wouldn't want your death. And I'm not helping you get killed.
What would you do in my position?
What would you do in my position? Wait until somebody helps? Or would you try to get out of the problems yourself?
But now you want me to help you.
Just stay calm with the guy if he really raised us and things.
I only want your advice. A small hint that would set me on the right track.
But you know, the question is whether that path is really the right one. I know for sure it isn't. It's a path where you're gonna lose your head. So it's no path at all.
It doesn't look like Tom is going to help us. So... What to now? Well, there is a drunk guy in here. Let's see if we can talk to this guy.
Local regular. Seems to always be here. Is that you again?
Excuse me? Well, maybe you're right. I almost got the wrong address on my card.
Where do you
get all the money you drink away?
I help the state. You know, all those little services, do this, do that.
But I thought you opposed the establishment.
Yeah, that's true. But not with the state. It has only brought us welfare and peace. I oppose Endura and Theolax. They're the evil that's destroying us. Those androids of theirs and all their other technology, the state just tries to calm it down, to correct everything. Even I joined the fight against them.
Listen, you two. What are you whispering about over there?
Nothing, old friend. The youngster's trying to squeeze some wisdom out of me.
Ha! The right one indeed. He'll get nothing but beer.
Seems to be here a lot, so...
Why don't you go home sometimes?
Home? Please, remind me. What exactly does that mean?
What do you mean? Well, to your family. I mean, you do have one, don't you? I saw you browsing some photos of your daughter and wife once, and you've spoken about them with Tom many times.
Son, I had a family. That's right. I had a family until an android from Theolax showed up. He came to our home. They said he had to check something. I was in work then. My wife got frightened and leapt to the phone. She wanted to call me. The android went to and threw her against the wall. My daughter jumped on him. She wanted to help her mother. He killed them both. According to the report, it was a mistake. That damn tin box reputedly evaluated the phone as some paralyzer or something. Well, Theolax simply swept it under the carpet. But I'm gonna stand up to them one day and have my revenge.
But the android belonged to the state, so...
Yes, to the state, but it wasn't the state's fault. It was the fault of the android. He said it to me.
Who?
It doesn't matter. Let's just say it was one of the investigators. And he was damn good.
But
what? Goddamn, Theolax and Endura will pay for killing my family, and the state's gonna help me with it.
Richard, there's no point. He'll speak that way forever. Just let him be.
Let's ask him another question as soon as we can.
what's it like to live this way?
What do you mean by that? Without a family or without a home?
Without a home. I know quite well what it's like to live without a family.
Did you get fired?
That's Endora. They shut down construction and we all got sacked. Moreover, they took our cards.
That's just like them. They simply aren't capable of anything better. But don't lose your heart. We'll take care of them.
We?
Sure, our men. You know what I mean.
The Resistance?
Shh! not so loud. Yes, you may call us by that name, but we simply fight against Andorra and Felix.
And would you be able to help me find out what happened to me? Why they shut down the construction?
We have quite a lot of work at the moment, but maybe you would be able to work on it alone, with our help, of course.
But?
You know, we can't accept everyone. Do me a favor, I'll get you in touch with my contact man. He'll tell you more.
That is our purpose here, so I think we should agree.
All right. What shall I do?
Well, you'll have to prove you're able to get something that's almost impossible to find.
And that is?
I have a toy which once belonged to my little girl. I'd like it functioning again. You know, as a remembrance. I need a battery, but not one of those modern ones. It has to be the old type. When you have it, come and I'll give you the contact.
And where am I to find this battery?
That's your problem now.
Looks like we have to find a battery for this drunk guy. Have we got anything at all that has a battery in it? PDA? Would that have a battery in it? Well, I guess it would, but he said he wants an old battery. Probably a AA or something. And that PDA looks pretty new, so I doubt that would have it. Battery powered pebble? No. Travel pass is pretty new. Pliers and knives don't have batteries. The remote. Didn't he say that the remote had batteries stuck in it? Let's try and get the batteries out. Let's give the guy the remote.
It's not going to happen. It doesn't work. The batteries in it leaked out and made a terrible mess. When Andy put new batteries inside, they got stuck in there. It doesn't work.
How do we get batteries out then? Smash it with a pebble?
Not like that.
Okay. Maybe use the pliers.
Not like that.
Try the knife?
The batteries are stuck tight. I hope I can get them out. It wasn't easy, but the batteries are out. I might as well throw the remote away, though.
So we have batteries, which is good. Didn't Rich say earlier that he put an extra chain on his key, and that he would like to take it off at some point? Maybe we should try and take that off now. Let's try the pliers. They look like they can take off keychains.
I took a spare ring from the key ring. There's no need to have more than one there.
Now we have a spare key ring. So let's give the batteries to the drunk guy and see if we can find the resistance.
Are these the right ones?
Show me what you've got. Let's see, you even got me too. Yeah, these are of an old type, yeah, but regrettably not of the type I need.
And what should the battery look like then?
Well, it has to be smaller, much smaller and flat.
All right, I'll try to get another one.
Okay then. That did not solve our problem. So we need somehow to find a battery. A small flat battery. Let's search the area some more. Perhaps we might come across one. Now you can't go there's nothing else to look at here. So let's try the street behind the house. Let's run there. You can't actually make them run while you're selecting a transition, but you can run close and then move over. So okay then. Huh. Looks like a pretty standard back street. Got a digger closer to the warehouse. There's a broken android. You can go back. Oh, there's hopscotch.
An old children's game. Too bad there are no children around anymore.
See if we can use the hopscotch.
I'm a little too old for that.
No way. Use the pebble on the hopscotch. No? I wanted to play hopscotch, but apparently not. Broken android. Let's see what this is about then.
Another broken android. There are many of them around here. Although, this one seems quite well preserved. I might get some useful components from it.
So let's use the guy.
It's of no use doing anything with it. It won't last for long anyway.
I see. You said we might get components from it. Let's bash it with a pebble. Nope. Let's use pliers on the android. No. Knife. Nope.
It's of no use doing anything with it.
Okay. So let's go see the digger.
Old technology. Probably belongs to the warehouse. Probably out of order.
We could use the pebble with it.
Waste of time.
Okay, maybe not. Pliers?
I don't know what to do.
Knife?
It's not going to happen.
Keyring?
Bad idea.
Let's look a bit closer to the warehouse then. Another digger here. There's a drain there. And there's the warehouse. Let's have a look at this other digger.
Old technology. Probably belongs to the warehouse.
More like a forklift than a digger, really. Let's see if we can use a pebble
Not like
on this.
that.
Okay. Pliers?
Waste of time.
Knife?
Waste of time.
Keys,
It's
perhaps?
not going to happen.
Nope. Keyring?
It's not going to happen.
Nope. And that's all we can look at here. Okay, there's a drain of some sort over here, so...
Cover for the drain. Holds fast.
Let's see if we can open it.
Holds tight. Can't do anything with my bare hands.
Smash it with a pebble.
It's not going to happen.
Pliers.
It's not going to happen.
Knife.
Waste of time. It's not
Keyring.
going to happen.
Nope. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this old
Last
warehouse.
time I was in this warehouse, I was a little kid. Last time I was in this warehouse...
Nothing that will help us there then. Let's see. Need to find a small battery. And there was not one in that alley, in that street down there. So, where could a battery be? Maybe we should actually try asking Tom if he has a battery. Let's
Tom?
ask him anyway, just in case.
If you want to talk about the Resistance again, You can leave at once. I won't say a word about it anymore. You already have your own information sources anyway, haven't you?
What? What do you mean?
Do you think I'm totally deaf? I overheard you dealing with his royal drunkard over there.
But...
Keep your excuses for yourself.
Yeah.
You could have at least come to consult me. But no, you accepted the first offer you got. That's it. You better not talk to me anymore.
Wow. Okay. It's pretty
Tom
harsh.
is my only family. He raised me after the death of my parents.
Let's
Tom
talk
is
to him
mad at
again.
me. I better let him cool down.
What a shame.
I don't need
See if
anything
we
in
got a-
here.
Okay, no. Let's go back to the apartment and see if we missed anything then. Because we cannot do anything else right now, it looks like. Perhaps there's people screaming at me right now saying, you should have done this, you should have done that. I actually don't know if you are doing stuff like that, so... You know. And anything on Andy's bed? No? Mess?
It's just junk, and it's not mine.
There's only one other place we can go, and that is back where Richard's apartment now, and we can only go back to the gate where we started. So let's see if we missed anything the last time we were there. Okay. There is somebody standing near them androids now. Maybe that's Andy. Let's see if we can talk to him.
Andy must be crazy. I don't know if he's awaiting a miracle or death, because that's all he can expect. You can't talk over an android.
Let's see what Andy has to say. Talk to Andy. We've got a dialogue option for batteries. Perhaps. But let's talk to him first and see what's going on.
Andy, I've told you before, and I'm telling you again. Don't act like a fool.
Look, you see your chance in that resistance of yours, but I think I'm the one who's right. Those may be only walking metal boxes, but someone has to command them. And whoever that is will notice me eventually.
Really? And what do you think he'll do then? He'll lock you up. Or worse.
Sir, I've identified the keyword resistance in your speech. Do you happen to have some information about that illegal organization?
No, you misunderstand me. Persistence. I was saying he's being persistent.
All right, sir. But don't hesitate to inform us if you know anything.
Sure. To assist and to protect. I know.
Exactly so, sir.
Stop persuading me! Go to those phantoms of yours.
Wow, we seem to get out of that without getting killed. Nearly. Let's see if he knows anything about batteries.
I need to get an old battery, so I thought
Well?
that I could search your stuff. Maybe I can find one there?
Oh, that could be. Wait, you haven't searched there already, have you?
Of course not.
No! What do you take me for? That would be more like you.
Watch your words! As far as I know, it's you who needs something. And this is not the best way to go about getting it.
All right, you're right. I exaggerated a bit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well... Alright. Have a look. Take anything you want. It's mostly crap anyway.
Thanks. I owe you one.
Okay, so now we can look in his mess. We can try and find a battery in there. A small flat battery. So we have to go back again to the apartment. Again, if you're shouting at me and saying there's an easy way to do this, then I can't really hear you. But, or notice until after I've already done this, so, you know, it's kind of a waste of time, but then it still might help people in the future, so if you have advice and things, feel free to write it down, but don't yell at me about it, because I'm stupid. Because it's too late already. Okay. Let's search Andy's bed. Mess.
Andy said I could take the watch. Probably doesn't care about it as much as I thought.
He said you can search his stuff. Not take his watch. Let's take it then.
This old digital watch might be useful.
Perhaps it might be. Because I'm pretty sure that some digital watches have small flat lithium batteries in it. Use a knife to open it,
Andy was
perhaps?
swearing, but I don't really think he cares so much about the watch. Never seeing him wear it anyway.
And we have gained something. A small battery. Perhaps this is the one the old drunk guy is looking for. Let's go see if we are correct. And if we have finally found the battery. Give him the battery.
I've managed to get this.
Well, give it to me. Maybe you've got it right this time. Nice work, son. You could find some water in the middle of the desert.
Ah, what a relief. It wasn't exactly easy to find. And what about your part of the deal?
Yeah, sure, don't fear. So, there's a street behind this house with an old warehouse at the end.
Yes, I know, but it's been deserted for quite a long time. I haven't ever seen its gate open.
Just go there. This time the gate won't be closed. You'll see. Tell him I sent you. He'll know. And in fact, he said he believed in your skills. He expected you would find us.
All right. Bye for now.
Yeah, okay. Now, if you excuse me, I have some serious business to attend to.
It's unbelievable how fast he's fallen asleep.
Yes, it is indeed. I was just going to mention that. Okay, so we have to go back to the warehouse. On our way back to the warehouse. Okay. And the gate is open. Let's go closer. I wonder what we will find in there. Let's go see. Well, you'll have to come back and watch next time to find out what is in the warehouse. Thank you for watching. See you next time.